folks, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this is the first ever video of mine that you have clicked on, welcome to my channel. My name is Pip and I am a northeast mummy vlogger. I have a little girl called Izzy who is 4. I am married to Anthony and we live in Newcastle. Have a look around at my videos on my channel, and if you like what you see and you think that I might be your cup of tea, I would love for you to stick around and press that red subscribe button down below. So today's video is the stay at home mum tag, and I've seen this floating about on YouTube for quite some time. I think it started off in America. A lot of the questions have mom instead of mum. I'm not entirely sure who created the tag initially, but if you would like to join in, feel free and let me know when you post your videos so I can go and have a good watch. So let's get started. The first question is, are you a stay-at-home mum or a working at home mum? So it's a bit of a difficult question, this one, because I do YouTube and I have a blog which I make a teeny tiny amount of money from. So I really would say that they're more of a hobby until I start making enough money to sort of contribute to the bills and things like that. So I'm a bit of both, I think. Question number 2 is, why did you decide to become a stay-at-home mum? So originally the plan was for me to go back to work full-time and for Anthony to become a full-time stay-at-home dad. I went back to work for all of 6 weeks and absolutely hated it. I really missed Izzy. I missed just having her near me, and so we decided that Anthony was going to go back to work and I would be a full-time stay-at-home mum. The plan originally was for me to go back because I was the biggest earner. But to be honest, I think it's all worked out for the best because it gave Anthony the sort of push to get a better job, get a better, get better career prospects, and he earns more now than I ever did. So really, it's worked out for the best. Question number 3 is, how old are your children? So we just have one little girl. Her name is Izzy and she is 4 and she will be 5 this October. Question number 4 is, are you a part of any mum groups or play groups? And yes, we are. I have a big group of mum friends and our children are all of the same age, literally a few months apart. So the kids love to play together and we love to get together as mums and have a cup of coffee and a little chat. And honestly, I think if I didn't have my mummy friends, I would literally go insane. I think as a stay-at-home mum, you definitely need other mums to hang around with, otherwise you'll just be stuck in the house all day, which is no good. And also we go to a playgroup on a Tuesday morning, which we really enjoy. We used to go to one on a Monday morning too, called Story Adventures, but that doesn't run every week anymore. So yeah, we do enjoy getting out and about, and I think it's a definite must as a stay-at-home mum. You've got to get out the house. Question number 5 is, do you have it all together every day? To be honest, I think if someone said yes to this question, they would be lying, because I don't think any mum or any human being, to be honest, has it together every day. I think, everybody has good days and bad days. I think it's the same when you're a mum too. The next question is, do you have a daily routine or do you go with the flow? So on certain days we have a routine. So when Izzy's in nursery, she goes 2 days a week, and we definitely have a routine in the morning on those days. And I suppose when we go to toddler groups and play groups and things like that, we have a routine then, because we know we need to be ready and out of the house by a certain time. I need to have made packed lunches the day before. So on days where we're doing things, then yes, we do have a bit of a routine. But if we're not going anywhere, if we're having just a day in the house, then we just sort of go with the flow. Question number 7 is, how long do you plan to stay at home? So Izzy starts school in September, which I just can't believe it. It's come round so quickly. And the plan is, fingers crossed, is that I'll be able to do YouTube and my blog full time. At the moment, I make enough that I can afford to go for a cup of coffee and a slice of cake, perhaps once or twice a week. But I need to start earning a little bit more to sort of contribute to the household bills and things like that. So the plan is when Izzy goes to school, I'll be able to concentrate more on producing really good content that everybody wants to see, and hopefully my YouTube and my blog will take off a little bit more. Question number 3 is, do I do all the housework or do I share it with my husband? I do the vast majority of the housework, and we sort of agreed that I would look after the house and look after Izzy, and he would go to work and earn the money to pay for everything. So I sort of see the housework as my job, which is fair enough really. I mean, Anthony's been at work all day. The last thing he wants to do when he comes home is, you know, start mopping the floor. And yes, I'm out and about and seeing friends and whatnot, but I still see keeping the house shipshape as part of my sort of stay-at-home mum job. Question number 4 is, do you do anything on the side to make money? So I think I've sort of already answered this one. So yep, I do YouTube, I have a blog, it's pipmilburn.com, and I do a bit of eBay reselling every now and again. So yeah, I try and do what I can to bring in a little bit of extra cash. Every little helps. The next question is, what do you love about being a stay-at-home mum? So I love just spending time with Izzy and seeing her grow up and reach her milestones and become an independent little girl all of her own. And I would have hated to have gone to work full time, both me and Anthony been in work full time, had to pay for childcare, and then somebody else seeing those moments and me missing out. It didn't make any sense for us to do that as a family. So I feel grateful every day that I get to spend time with Izzy, even when she's driving me absolutely bonkers and driving me up the wall like any 4-year-old would. I'm still very grateful that I'm in the position that I am in. The next question is, what do you hate about being a stay-at-home mum? Oh, I don't know. I suppose the days when we are stuck in the house, when it's lashing it down outside and we've not been anywhere, and Izzy's in one of her whiny moods where nothing I do is good enough, or she's bored, and yeah, those days are quite difficult. And also the fact that when I say to people, oh, I'm a stay-at-home mum, they just tend to think that I don't do anything all day, which is, you know, couldn't be farther from the truth. So yeah, that as well. But there isn't a lot about it that I hate, to be honest. I feel very lucky to be a stay-at-home mum. The next question is, did you always know you wanted to be a stay-at-home mum? No. As I mentioned before, the original plan was for me to go back to work full time. I had no intention of being a stay-at-home mum. I always knew I wanted to have, you know, be a mum, have children, but I never even thought about being a stay-at-home mum before. The next question is, what does your partner do for work? So Anthony is a security manager for a big blue chip company. The next question is, when do you shower, morning or night? So when I worked full time before I had Izzy, I used to shower in the evening, so I had more time to get ready in the morning. But now I shower in the morning. Question 15 is, do you put makeup on every day? No, I certainly do not. If I'm filming, I will always put makeup on, because otherwise I think I just look like a big potato on camera. But no, I don't. If I can be bothered, I will. It depends where I'm going and what I'm doing, and who I'm seeing as well. But no, I don't put makeup on every day. Question 16 is, do you style your hair every day? No, I'd say, I mean, no, actually no. No, I don't. Most days it goes up into a mum bun, if I'm honest, just because it's quick and easy, and my hair takes so long to dry because it's so thick. So I tend to just sort of dry it, maybe 75% dry, and then shove it up into a mum bun. The next question is, do you work out and when? I have recently started doing the Couch to 5k, except I've sort of put it on hold until I can afford to get some new trainers because my shin splints are horrendously painful. So Yes, sort of. I do sort of work out, and I'll do it either on a weekend when Anthony's here to look after Izzy, or on the 2 days that Izzy is in nursery. Question 18 is, what is your cleaning schedule like? So I try and do a bit of cleaning every day. I'll always have a tidy round. I'll always do a load of washing, fold it and put it away. I do tend to hoover the main areas of the house every day, so the hall, the dining room and the living area. And then every day I'll try and do something different, so I'll either mop the kitchen floor or wipe the cupboards down or clean the bathroom. So I'll try and do something just to keep on top of it. I don't have a schedule per se. I just sort of do it as and when it needs doing, but I do try and do something every day, if you see what I mean. Question 19 is, do you ever have alone time with your significant other? And to be honest, me and Anthony rarely get time together. We don't have a big support network where we live. Anthony's family live about 45 minutes away, and they're sort of busy doing their own thing, so we don't really have anyone to look after Izzy. The only time that we sort of get time together is when Izzy's at nursery and I'll go and meet Anthony for lunch, and I think I'm going to do that today. So we'll literally get half an hour to ourselves just to chat and have a coffee and just, you know, catch up with each other. But it's very rare that we, in fact I don't remember the last time we went to the cinema together or went out for a meal. But I should definitely arrange that. I mean, my friends do say, oh, you know, we'll babysit, but I just sort of feel like I'm putting on them a little bit. But I do think it's something that we need to work on, and we need to sort of plan a night out or a meal out or something. So yeah, at the moment we don't. And the last question, question number 20, is, do you have me time? So when Izzy's in nursery, she does one long day and one short day. They are the days that I tend to film and edit and do my blog work, but I also try and squeeze in a little bit of me time. So once I finish this video, I am going to get my bag together. I'm going to head up to either Costa or Starbucks and sit and have a coffee and maybe a cheeky slice of cake and do a bit of editing, and I sort of see that as me time. I'm not really one for baths and things like that. I think if I did like baths, then that would be my me time. But to be fair, Izzy would probably want to come and get in with me. So yeah, me time is hard when you're a stay-at-home mum. But I'm going to try and squeeze in a little bit of me time today, I think. So if you fancy doing this tag, send me a DM or leave me a little comment down below and I'll go and check your video out. And I am going to tag Rebecca Lamb, Hayley from My Happy Ever After, and Rebecca from Mrs. Meldrum. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you have, and press that red subscribe button down below to keep up to date on all of my other videos. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.